We believe that all men are created equal, yet many are denied equal treatment.
Every nation must now develop an overriding loyalty.
Hello, and welcome to Diversity TV News. I'm Troy Shaw. World Headline News, story out of Iraq. The governor of the Mathana province of southern Iraq was killed by a roadside bomb in the city of Samoa Monday morning, an official with the Iraqi Interior Ministry said. Muhammad Ali al-Husseini was traveling with his bodyguards when the attack took place around 9 a.m. The governor was a member of the Supreme Islamic Council in Iraq, the largest Shiite political group in parliament led by the Iraqi politician Abdul Aziz al-Kahim. Continuing with World Headline News, story out of Los Angeles, California. An illegal immigrant who stayed in an Illinois church for a year to avoid separation from her 8-year-old son, a U.S. citizen, was arrested Sunday and was being processed for deportation. Elvira Arellano, who arrived in Los Angeles on Saturday after leaving her sanctuary to campaign for immigration reform, was arrested around 1:30 p.m. outside of Our Lady's Queen of Angels Catholic Church, where she had been speaking to reporters, said the Reverend Walter Coleman, pastor of the Alberta United Methodist, the Chicago, Illinois church. Arellano was being processed for removal to Mexico based upon a deportation order originally issued by a federal immigration judge in 1997. Continuing with headline news, story out of Huntington, Utah. Families of the trapped 6 miners accused those in charge of rescue efforts of having given up on the missing men. In a statement read by a spokesman, the family urged the Utah mines owners and federal officials to drill a hole into the mine large enough to send down a rescue capsule. Quote, "Precious time is being squandered here, and we do not have time to spare," unquote, said the spokesman, Sonny Olson. He was flanked by dozens of relatives on Sunday. The families expressed their sorrow for the 3 men who were killed in a rescue effort on Thursday, but they said they still held hope that our loved ones are still alive and waiting to be rescued, unquote. Sports news, story out of Richmond, Virginia. A grand jury is scheduled to convene Monday in the federal court case where Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick and 3 co-defendants were indicted on dogfighting charges last month. There's no indication whether the grand jury will take up further allegations against Vick, although federal prosecutors have said they plan to seek a superseding indictment in the case. That would mean more charges against Vick, the lone defendant who has not been convicted now that all 3 of his co-defendants have reached plea deals. Vick's attorneys were negotiating with federal prosecutors last week, hoping to strike a deal on a plea agreement. Quote, "It seems to be a pretty clear indication that there will be some sort of plea deal entered," unquote, Falcons owners Arthur Blank said on Friday. Election news, 2008, story out of Des Moines, Iowa. Senator Barack Obama worked to counter suggestions that he is too inexperienced for the White House, while Senator Hillary Clinton fended off attacks from President Bush's outgoing political advisor, Karl Rove, that voters perceive her too negatively in a debate Sunday in that critical state of Iowa. Quote, "Is Barack Obama ready to be president? Experienced enough to be president?" Unquote, moderator George Stephanopoulos asked, presenting the first questions of the debate hosted by ABC's This Week in Des Moines, Iowa, the first state in the nation to choose party nominees. Clinton was asked about criticisms from outgoing White House political advisor Karl Rove that her negative ratings could hurt her in the general election. And that was Diversity TV News. I'm Troy Shaw, and I'll see you tomorrow.
We believe that all men are created equal, yet many are denied equal treatment.
Every nation must now develop an overriding loyalty.